Hey guys, it's Michelle, and in today's show I'm going to talk about my 3 top employee purchases from Vuitton. I'm so excited to share with you my 3 top purchases from the employee online store when I worked at Vuitton. This was so hard to choose just my top 3 because there's so many items I love. But what I decided to detail here were not just my favorites, but ended up to be the items I wore the most because they are essential for any woman's wardrobe. The first item, definitely something that every woman should have, a nice shawl that you can always show off wherever you are, like if you're going to dinner. And of course, when I saw this, it's kind of like a mauve-y pink, and I gravitate toward anything that is pink. So this is a long rectangle. If it unfolds, it's a rectangle, and it's pretty large, so I can't really show you here. So it's more long than it is wide. The shawls that you will find in the store right now are actually square shaped, so this is a little bit different. I will tell you, the first time I wore this, it got snagged up pretty good, and I think what I did was that I had it around my shoulders in the car and somehow sat down, and I believe the back zipper of my dress snagged the scarf. So now I've learned to take it off while I'm driving, but what I do with this, I just kind of drape this around my shoulders. It's great if I have a sleeveless black dress, and it's also great on the plane to just keep yourself a little bit warm when you're traveling. I have to say I'm glad that I bought this at a steep discount because those snags would bug the heck out of me had I paid. I believe the ones in the store start at $575, so let's say $600. It's a steep price to pay for something that you would expect that they will snag because nothing's bulletproof. So that's one of my essentials. So happy that I have this piece. And I also love that, I did mention I love that it's pink, but I love that it has some color to it. I do have a couple of black scarves and shawls that I've worn in the past, but I noticed as soon as I drape it on the chair, it literally disappears. So if this were black and it were to disappear and I left behind a Louis Vuitton scarf, I don't know what I would do. So if you're gonna buy a shawl that has some designer branding to it, you might want to have a little color. The next purchase that I love, and these might actually be my #1 favorite, is my New Wave platform sandals. Check out the height on those. It gives me about 5.5 inches of height and that nice thick platform heel, which for me makes it very comfortable to walk in since you have that much padding. So the items that you find in the employee online store, they're at least 2 seasons old. This has the V logo detail, whereas the updated New Wave that was in the store while I was working there has an LV. I believe it still had the white stitching, which honestly I think is cute and is not a big deal. It does, I think, when you look at it, make the shoe look a little more casual, like you would wear with a summer dress. But I've had no problem wearing this with like my little black dress in the evening, and you can't even see the white stitching. So I'll show you some photos too with me in these shoes. I just adore them. And as you can see, I really don't wear them much. I wear them at the hotel at the Wynn where it's nice and carpeted. There's hardly any wear in the heels, thank God. I get bugged when I scrape up the heels. And other than that, I really just wear them from the valet station to walk into the restaurant. So I like to keep my nice things in good condition. Now, the third and most favorite purchase is right here on my wrist. I'm gonna take it off so you guys can see it. And this was like my proudest moment too, because these are hard to come by. Now let me show you up close. if I'm in focus. Every time I look at this watch, I just have to appreciate the exquisite detailing. It's got a mother of pearl face. It has diamonds on the number markers. There's a flower that moves right here as the second hand. Around the bezel, it reads Louis Vuitton. Now there's a few scratches because I did start to wear it. I was trying to keep it pristine, but this has now become my everyday watch until I figure out what's wrong with my Rado. It's my usual watch. It also has, it has a rubber band, which is kind of sporty. And I also purchased one in white. Now these are convertible to now the snap-in types. I just need to bring it to the repair center to get the snaps, and that would make it easily interchangeable. So I'll show you that when I get that done. I've just been lazy about it. It's even got Vuitton, Louis Vuitton. Can I get a focus? Right in there. And it's got the monogram on the back side as well. So of course I gravitate toward everything pink. Now what was so special about this watch was that when things go on sale online, you have to snatch them quickly because they might not be there anymore. I remember seeing this little girl a couple of times. However, something like the shoes, I wear a very common size, 37.5. So when I see something I like, I have to snatch it because we don't know if there's 3 of them or 1 of them or 25 of them. I'm not sure. But as for the watches, they told us there was a very limited amount. They gave us the date they were going to go on sale, but not the time. What happened that day was that I called my coworker. We were both off. We happened to be off that day. And I dropped off my daughter. I called her. I was like, let's go check out this sale. So we got there and we were sitting in the stock room at 8:30 a.m. They let you preview it. So there's a list, and it was a watch and fine jewelry sale. So you can see which items were going to go up for sale. So that way we got to study which ones we were going for, and I knew I was going to go for this exact one first, and I think I had like a 2 and 3 backup. So that was the plan. And we were sitting there since 8:30 a.m. I believe the store opened at 11 a.m. And by that I mean you just watch the screen. It's like buying concert tickets, except you don't know when they're going to be released. So around 11 a.m. that's when all of a sudden you can see like the screen changes, or it says add to cart. So then you can start shopping. So immediately I put this little girl in my cart, and I was able to check out. And I was the only one in my particular boutique that was able to snag a watch. So I'm so glad we went early. And all the other associates were actually downstairs in the other room. I don't know why they were trying to compete all at once there. So we did it right, but unfortunately my friend did not get a watch. Too bad, so sad. But I was able to get mine. Now, if you're curious, this cost 10%. It cost me 10% of what it would have cost retail. The retail of this watch was listed for $3,650. So 10% of that, I got a really great deal. The shoes are usually about, I believe, 20% of what they are retailed. I believe they would have retailed around $900. So 20% of that, they were a little under $200. And usually the ready-to-wear retails for 20% of retail as well. So I remember this being somewhere around $200. Got some really great deals here. The risk when you're shopping at the employee store is that you don't know what you're gonna get, because it's not like you can go to the actual boutique and check them out. You're just like taking a risk, and sometimes the pictures are they're just so small and fuzzy. They might be damaged from a customer, or they might not even fit. So I've had that happen too, where they don't fit, and then like, you know, even if you're just spending 10%, it's still a lot to spend for something that doesn't fit. So those are my 3 favorite employee purchases. Let me know in the comments which one you love the most. And stay tuned, because I will keep going through my employee purchases. This is so much fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you too. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name's Michelle, and let me know in the comments what your favorite employee purchases are. As well, thanks so much for joining.